Hey guys, Demir from Lifehack Method here. One of the most profound things I've done for myself in the last 5 years was a digital detox that I did last year. Now this was inspired by Cal Newport's book, Digital Minimalism, which was really hot last year. And it actually was one of our most popular YouTube videos on our channel. So shout out to all of our followers who helped us break the 10,000 mark. So here we are a year later, and I want to post an update. How did it go? Did I keep it up? Is it something that's even realistic to keep up? So let's get into it. Guys, bottom line up front, I backslid a little, but not tragically so. So hear me out. So according to Cal, we're not supposed to do a fast, a digital fast, because when you fast, like with food, what are you gonna do after 30 days? You're gonna come back and you're gonna gorge. So it's not supposed to be a fast, it's supposed to be a reorganization. We're reorganizing the way that digital media interacts with our life, right? And that happened to me. My digital detox created what I think is sort of like a wave that I surfed for like 6 months. During that period, we had the 3rd trimester of our baby, then she was born, then the first 3 months, which they call the 4th trimester, and our routines and our positive habits just took a big hit. And of course, then the holidays hit and we had a lot of time off, and I started to indulge in a lot of the digital distractions. And that's when a lot of the social media apps made their way back onto my phone. And I started pulling the slot machine of the news sites and YouTube. You guys know what I'm talking about, the slot machine, where you watch a video, it's not so good, another video not so good, third video is good, and then you watch 5 more that are bad, and you're just sort of hoping for that good video. So coming back from the holidays, I straightened out, but the door had been cracked open. It just felt harder to resist the temptation. I could just feel that my mental chatter was changing to something more victim-y, like, why shouldn't I be able to have this in my life? You know, something really sort of babyish. And guys, I know where that goes. I've been down that path before. Guys, let's get real. We live in a digitally addicted world. We are surrounded by this stuff. These technologies are designed to hook us. There's even a book called Hooked, which all of the Silicon Valley guys read, and it teaches them how to hook you on digital technology. Guys, I'm not catastrophizing or exaggerating. This is the world that we live in, but it doesn't have to be an all or nothing proposition. So let's take inventory of what I gained and what I lost, because I wouldn't say I'm back to square one. I really got a lot and I retained a lot. So let's talk about the gains. So on the gain side, I still retain a lot of the benefits. I never really got back into Netflix ever again. My sleep has been permanently better, and I just recently got pulled back into the news and politics, but before that, almost a year of no news, no politics. We also created 3 social events that are ongoing, just recurring social events, and we work out 5 times a week, right? So those are all huge gains. I think anybody can agree that we are way better off for having done that. Now let's talk about some losses. Unfortunately, I got pulled back into the slot machine of news and YouTube. I also lost my morning solitude time after the baby was born because that became our workout time. So I have to figure out how to get that solitude time back. And I can really see how much time I lost on hobbies and projects, right? Now, I probably wouldn't have noticed this before, but after having taken my digital detox, I just surged forward on my hobbies and projects. And of course, I stopped calling friends and family as much. I just fell out of touch with a lot of friends and family. But guys, this is the most important thing. I lost that powerful feeling of clarity and control that you get. And sure, if you've never done it, maybe you never tasted it, but once you taste it, you really don't want to live without it. So was it worth it? Dude, absolutely, 100%, 1,000%. So much so that I'm going back to the trough and I'm taking my entire tribe with me. We're doing a 2-week challenge, and I'm giving my tribe an option to extend to 4 weeks. And of course, team, you have an option to extend forever. Listen, guys, there's no such thing as permanent perfection, right? You don't get to become Serena Williams and then just stop training. The day that Serena Williams stops training, she starts getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Famous piano player Horowitz said he could notice the difference in his piano playing when he took 3 days off. So yeah, I'm not stressed. I accept that some of these things will creep back in. And yeah, I do need to do the occasional digital spring cleaning. So here's 4 areas that I'm focused on for this particular upcoming detox. Number 1, pre-planning my personal time. Guys, I've always pre-planned my personal time, but never to the extent that I planned out my work time. And now I have to do that because I'm seeing a double benefit. Number 1, with the baby, it just means the difference between things happening, like exercise, or just not happening. If you don't really get on top of your schedule, a lot of things just don't happen. And number 2, by at least having some idea of what I should be doing, I avoid having to decide in the moment what I should be doing. I'm terrible at that in the moment deciding. I always end up making a really unhealthy, poor decision. All right, that's the first big area. Number two, the second big area I'm gonna focus on is turning my sauna time into solitude time. I've been in a real victim posture about losing that morning devotional time. And the truth is, guys, the sauna is the perfect place for me to read a book and meditate. So I need to get out of that victim space and reclaim that sauna time as my new devotional time. Third area I'm gonna focus on is leaning into organizing social events. Guys, I am not the kind of guy who will call someone last minute to hang out. It's just not my style. But I will never back out on a pre-planned event. So I'm kicking off movie nights and game nights at our house. This is something I really want to lean into, is recurring and pre-planned events. The fourth area is that I'm really going to be leaning into hobbies and personal projects. Guys, on the last digital detox, I designed an entire house. I mean, I just have so many cool ideas and projects. And when I do this digital detox and I get into this, I just get so much more done. So quick recap. I still think the digital detox was the best thing that I've done in the last 5 years for my productivity. Yes, I definitely backslid, but not all the way back. I accept that we live in a digital age of distraction, and I'm okay with needing to revisit this occasionally because I appreciate that staying at the top of your game requires some effort. So I'm heading back into a digital detox for at least 2 weeks with my tribe, and I've identified 4 things that I'm gonna focus on. I will update you and let you know how it turns out. Bye, team.